Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Queerlit Readathon. Shit's about to get gay. Hey, we're talking to the vlog in our pajamas because that's what we do when we vlog weekly. I'm sorry about my hair. I'm gonna wash it later. So, Queerlit Readathon, it has begun. I picked up my first book, as you saw this morning. So I'm starting off with a book that is going to hit the... Okay, so here's the bingo board. Just in case, here it is. I am using books to hit 2 blocks if I can, but no more than 2, just for some fun. So the first one I'm picking up is The Natural Mother of the Child by Krys and Belc. I can't remember where I heard about this, but hang on, there, can't see the top of my head. But it must have been from a queer booktuber, but I can't remember for the life of me who it was. But this is a memoir in small, like, little essays, like vignettes almost, about non-binary parenthood. Krys and Belc got pregnant through, I don't know if it's IUI or IVF. He has a he's in a relationship with a woman who had a baby, and then he decided he was going to have a baby next. So that is what this is about. It's about the complexity of being a trans parent, of being an AFAB, like trans masculine person who's pregnant, and the way that the staff treat you, the way, the looks that you get, all of that kind of thing, and all of the things that are going on internally for him. I think he uses he, they pronouns. There are he, him pronouns used in his author bio, so I'm just going to go with him. But yes, already very great. This is not going to take me very long to get through. And then on audio, I'm going to be picking up Kings, Queens and In-Betweens by Tanja Boteju. Because that is for, okay, so this one's going to be for trans joy and for memoir. And then Kings, Queens and In-Betweens is going to be for host recs. Apparently it's a cross between Judy Blume and RuPaul's Drag Race. So I was like, cool, like I needed a host rec. Kathy had this on her Instagram from like a while back. So I was like, you know what, I've had this on my TBR on script for the longest time and I haven't picked it up. So yeah, that's what I'm going to pick up on audio. But another thing that I wanted to do at the beginning of this video is introduce you to an important new friend. Come here. Come here. You're going to come to the video. This is Manana. Say hello. Look at the camera. Say hello, Nana. Oh. This is Manana. I got a new dog. I'm joking. I didn't get a new dog. This is my sibling Jay's dog. Jay lives in the same complex as me. They're my younger sibling and they got a poopy. And she's just so sweet. And she is zoomy in the morning. She's some kind of like corgi mix. She's a chubber. She's a chubber. So yeah, she comes and stays with me on a Wednesday evening while my sibling goes to a therapy group. So yeah, this is Nana. She will be in the videos. You will get to know her and her weird ways. No. Okay, let's do some exercise. You tell I'm out of practice with vlogging. I just got back for a dog walk with Jay and Hugo. My hair is looking silly. I just went for a dog walk with Jay and Hugo and Manana. and I forgot to vlog it. So anyway, I am now going to set up to do crafty reads. I have to film crafty reads. My hair is looking ridiculous. Put on a little bit of makeup, and then yeah. Hello. Oh my gosh, I just noticed that I spoke. Oh no. There's goop on this top. 1 second. Okay. There was some kind of sticky something on my on the last top. So I am at my desk. It's Friday. I basically just yesterday I managed to read a lot of The Natural Mother of the Child because it's in vignettes, like little essays. It's really fast, like it's really quick, and there's pictures in there. But just hearing him talk about being a parent who's non-binary, being a parent who reads very much as a man, and how his children respond to that. Like, he's got 3 kids. He had 1, and then his wife had the other 2, and like he's not their dad, but he's not their mom, but he's something in between. And they like, the kids say stuff like, not many dads make their kids, do they? Which I thought was really fucking cute. But there's just a lot of complexity, and he goes back in his past. He looks at growing up as a girl and his relationship with his parents, and it doesn't go into like, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, you know. It's very much little slices, little thoughts, little glimpses into his life, and how it's been molded by becoming a parent. I'm sorry about my hair, it's drying and it's a little bit long, so it's looking like in my face. I feel like I might need to go get a trim, but I need to get paid for that. Hopefully I should get paid tomorrow. That is what I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, before I talk to you about that, Kings, Queens and In-Betweens, I have been reading it. There's already like a good teen moment of unrequited love that's like painful, you know. It's really well written. Our main character, whose name has fallen out of my head. Why does this always happen when I talk to the camera? But yeah, I haven't read a YA queer novel in a while, and this one doesn't seem to be focusing too much on like the coming out aspect or anything like that. Like, the characters are very much out, and it's nice to be able to have like a little bit of a YA queer, because I used to read a lot of it, and I find it relate to obviously the adult a little bit more. So yeah, just I think it's going to be a nice teen touch. But for this Friday, I am going to be doing a setup day for the rest of next week for one of my clients. During my last vlogs, when I've been redecorating, my mom has been here, and I've been kept very busy by my mom being here and my sibling moving into their flat and helping them move and all of that kind of stuff, and them getting a dog, all of that stuff. So I got distracted from the fact that I wasn't getting any work in. Like, I have one client, once a month, blog post, steady as can be, no problem, they will always be there. They've been there for years, which is wonderful, but they're only once a month. So I had this incredibly reliable client, and out of nowhere he started being incredibly unreliable. And then when I needed to do my yearly fee raise, he got funny about that. And then I said, okay, fine, we'll stay on our regular fees because I do want to maintain you as a client, but can I have a byline? Because I've been ghostwriting for this guy, and I ghostwrite for him on 5 separate websites, and I don't have a byline on any of it. So I don't have any published work to put on my portfolio to show that I've been working for this guy for a year. And I think I asked for it very nicely, and he's not read my email, or he's just not responded to my email in a week. So like, I just don't get that. So unprofessional. Like, just say no and move on, you know, like just be professional about it, you know. But now I have 2 clients that are like pretty much regular, which is really great. They're like 2 new clients on my raised fees, which is fucking 10 out of 10. And then I have this one client that appears out of nowhere. Literally the last time I heard from this man was 6 months ago. 6 months, and finally he's come back to me with like 3 or 4 weeks worth of work. So I'm going to be doing a setup day today for all my work next week, and then we can start the income coming in, which would be great. I can't wait for the weekend, which is tomorrow. I'm going to read so much, and I'm going to do my garden, and I'm going to listen to my audiobook. It's going to be a good old time. All right, work time. I have a small visitor. Buddy, she's here because oh no, I stepped on your little paw. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, little baby. Don't grumble because I'm petting him. Jay is going to the shops, so I get the little munchkin. Do you want to follow? Go get it. Yeah. Where is it? Where's it? Go get it. Where's it? Come, run. Go get it, Nana. Oh no, Hugo, that's not even yours. Give it back. Give back the pom-pom. Go get it, Nana. There we go. Murder. Murder. Oh, is that your dad? Oh. She knows. Look at the pom-pom. Look at the pom-pom. Are you ready? Go get it. Hugo, no. No. Give it back. Give it back. Let go. Give. Hugo. Nana. Go get it. Yeah. Murder. No, Hugo. Another. Go get. Lazy. Hugo. Okay, I'm getting some work done. I've finally set up my heater because it's gotten to that part of winter where I need a heater. I don't know what is going on with my hair. I feel like I washed it yesterday. It looks goofy. Anyway, it's cold. And I have recently realized, like, since I've had my autism diagnosis, I've been like very plugged into the autism community and like seeing which part of other people's experiences that I relate to and ones that I can work with. And one of them that I found was talking about like physical dysregulation. So like I was feeling agitated and annoyed now, and I was like, why do I feel antsy? And I was like, okay. And then I do a scan of my body and I'm like, actually, I could be warmer. That would be cool. So I get up, put a sweater on, put my heater on. I feel so much better, and I'm already going to be so much more productive. So like noticing my emotional dysregulation and what's causing it is like a huge factor for me. So yeah, doing that is very, very helpful. And I really like this little background here. Hello. I haven't vlogged like since I did my redecorating. Fucking sick, yeah. More fucking coffee. I'm so bored. Like these articles that I'm writing now for this client, Mr. Fussy Knickers. If you've been watching my vlogs for a while, you would have heard me talk about Mr. Fussy Knickers. He's back, and these articles tend to be, but they're really easy to write, like super easy to write. Sometimes he has edits, And then the rest of the time, like once I've established it for a certain format, it's usually okay. But trying to set up 5 in a row because I want to write one each day next week. Setting up 5 in a row is really tall. And they're like how-to food ones, but they're like to do with like buying produce. So it's not even like cooking how-tos, it's literally just shopping how-tos. I didn't know there was a market for these, but oh well, apparently there is. So I'm getting myself some coffee. I've got some Smarties, chocolate eggs. I'm gonna eat those. I'm gonna watch and make this coffee. I'm gonna watch Danny Gonzalez try to speed run Minecraft. And I'm just gonna finish it. And then I'm gonna reward myself by starting to edit bits of this vlog. So this is my setup most evenings. It's a light shedding bulb, a load shedding light bulb, light shedding bulb. I've got this that I'm working on and I'm doing a whole video on it. So I sit here and what am I doing this time? Who am I watching? A couple of goofs. I'm watching a couple of goofs stream. I'm crocheting until like 9 o'clock and then I'll shut up my house and I'll get into bed and I'll read. And it's Friday, so I can read for as much as I want.
Are there really, Krista? There should be. It should be like, hey, by the way.
Oh my god. Like I always forget how different platforms are. And when it comes to certain like content. So I've been saving my TikToks without the watermark and then repurposing it because that's the smart thing to do, is to put it on Instagram and to put it on YouTube Shorts. So I made a short. I made a TikTok about saying that's homophobic at like the slightest inconvenience because it's Pride Month, because that's funny as fuck. And it did really well on TikTok. Hardly any views on Instagram. This stuff is weird. I don't understand how algorithms work. I don't even think the people who make the algorithms know how they work. So I put it on YouTube. First hour, it didn't have any views or whatever. I was like, just whatever. I went to sleep. Wake back up. I've got messages saying that I have comments on my YouTube video. YouTube commenters are brutal. Jesus Christ. Like, because obviously this is like, if I post this like on TikTok, a lot of the time it ends up on gay TikTok because I'm on gay TikTok, but my shorts feed is not like tailored like that. So I just got a whole pile of people going gross, a whole pile of people being like, oh well, this is why you have no rights, and reject modernity, embrace masculinity, something random. I just got like a deluge of freaking comments on there. I never get, like, I didn't get one comment on it on TikTok, but I got a lot of views. I got like more views on YouTube and so many snotty comments that look like they're from straight men. Oh god, luckily I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I am this much through the natural mother of the child. I've only got a little bit left, and I did get paid today, so I'm going to go to the shops. I'm going to chase my cat out of my garden bed. I'll talk to you later. Okay, it is likely raining, but I'm looking after Manana, so I can't quite go to the shops just yet. But what I can do is get myself steak, because I have been writing about steak for the last like 2 weeks, and I'm finally getting paid for the longest time in a while, and writing about steak has made me want to eat it. So I said as soon as I got paid, I was gonna go get a steak. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be so good. Anything else for you, man? What's in there, babies? What's in there? What does it smell like? Oh, it smells like steak. This smells like meat, mother. It smells like meat. Look at this ridiculous dog. Whose bed is that? Because I do not think you fit, sir.
perfect size wing.
But perfect size. Here's Deb for anyone who's been missing him. This is where he lives now. This is my sibling's house. Say hello.
Hello.
Look at this pink. Is it fucking sick as all shit?
I did it myself. Don't look at the details.
Don't look at the details. We have matching couches because we're those kind of bitches.
See, that's
And
a
they've
bit
just
like...
put all of this.
Amy thinks John...
This
Brian
guy
May looks like...
I used to think he was Brian May from Queen because I'm a young lass.
This is Brian May. Okay.
Yes, see?
And then this is Tom Baker.
Same. Old
Yeah.
white curly men.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Old white curly men.
Curly British men as well.
Curly British men.
Welcome to my boudoir.
Oh, I forgot to show you these. So Jay's landlord basically lets them do whatever. So they installed these and they did the pink and then they did some swirly whirlies and there's more swirly whirlies. See? And there's more in
my washing pile.
I'm not going to show them your washing pile.
I'm trying to get laid.
See? So cool. But your ear's on here. Oh. On here. You can find someone foxy. Hello there. I've just eaten some sushi. Because by the time I went off on my adventures, I expected, like, I'm just not someone who can have a lot of stops in their going out process. I need to have 2, maybe 3. Not more than 3. Because, oh my God, I got so tired of being out that by the time it got time for me to go to the mall, which I wanted to go, which I wanted to do, I'd run out of spoons, totally run out of spoons. And then there was supposed to be load shedding, but there's no load shedding. I don't know why. So I got takeout because I didn't want to start making dinner at 5:30. I wasn't hungry. But now, yeah, apparently power. So the plan is work on this the rest of the night. And this like when I go to bed, I'm going to be finishing The Natural Mother of the Child, and I will pick up a new book with you tomorrow morning. Hello, happy Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning, everyone. I'm just waiting for my mocha pot coffee to do its thing. Hopefully it doesn't start doing that while I'm talking to you. But I wanted to come in here and check in because I finished my first book for the readathon. And that is Natural Mother of the Child by Krys and Belc. I didn't get to talk to you too much while I was reading this because I read it very quickly. But I loved this. It's such a beautiful little, like the way that it's told in very small nuggets. There's not like a big long story. There's no fertility journey. There's no explanation of all of that. Like, I know I could fill in the blanks because I watch so many queer people getting pregnant on YouTube and TikTok that I know probably, like, you know, the methods that they used. And they do talk about it slightly, but there's no like massive fertility journey. It's very quickly into how he felt as a parent, how he felt being pregnant. My coffee, wait. It's already. Delicious. Okay. So this also looks at like non-binary parenthood a lot. It's you know, they're in, I think a few years after he gave birth, he started tea. And then his partner had another kid. So they've got 3 boys. And it's very interesting seeing how they sort of go about explaining their family to their kids and how their kids experience being from a different family in school. It's just all and also like the bureaucracy of things. Like the name of the book comes from the birth certificate of the child, where it says the natural mother of the child, and it has his dead name on there. And then they also include paperwork for when he's changing his name. They include paperwork of when his partner has to adopt Samson, which is the child that he gave birth to. Because if you aren't the parent that gave birth, you have to adopt your child, which is fucking bizarre. But anyway, and I just thought it was a really good glimpse into non-binary parenthood. So yes, highly recommend. Really good start. And then this morning I started An Ordinary Wonder by Buki Papillon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh well. I will look it up. This is basically following, so there's this pair of twins, but we're following Otto, who's the boy twin, but we actually find out that he is in fact intersex. They don't use intersex on page, but they refer to certain aspects of him, and he grows up in a family that are really not very supportive of him. I'm using he him pronouns because at the point in the story he's using he him pronouns, but I will adjust later if I need to talk about it that way. I think, should I just use they? I think there's they. Use they in here. I'm going to use they. So their parents are very like, if they show any wanting to be girly, like trying on their sisters' dresses and stuff like that, they like beat them, and it's really intense. So like there is child abuse in here, like just like it's a big trigger warning, but it's written, the writing is it's so beautiful. It's like lyrical, and there's like little bits of folklore that they pop in now and then, like Nigerian folklore, because it's set in Nigeria, and it's beautiful. I can't believe this is a debut. Look at the hiccups. I can't believe this is a debut. This is an incredible debut. So yeah, highly enjoying this so far. Only this far in, but the Queerlit Readathon, oh man, it's always such a good time. For the rest of today, I'm going to be editing this here video, but I will check in with you when I eat my celebration steak. I just tasted this for TikTok first, but here's my steak, roasted broccoli, sweet potato fries, and some homemade pepper. Let me make you taller. The steak is cooked a little more, let me look in the middle. It's a little more medium than I'd like, but there is pink in there. There is pink in there. And this steak was so affordable from that local butcher, like to the point where like I could eat steak any night of the week. It was 44 Rand from a local butcher. It's so juicy. I'm gonna get a ribeye the next time. Those were also cheap. Their family business has been open since 1970. This is so good. Okay. I'm going to end this vlog here. Good way to end off the week. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I'm reading Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens and The Ordinary Wonder. I'm going to pick up the next vlog tomorrow. So, check back next week for next week's vlog. If you like this, follow me on all of my socials. The links are always down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And I'll check you next time.